Hey everybody, it's Shaman Sister Sin, and you're listening to the Meditations and More podcast brought to you by the Little Shaman, that's me. Today I want to talk to you about why no contact is the recommended way to deal with a narcissist. You've probably heard that said many times. First of all, let's talk about what no contact means. No contact means exactly what it says. No contact. You don't talk to this person, you don't see them, you don't deal with them at all. If they call, you don't answer. If they knock on the door, you ignore them. In this way, you work to break the enmeshment pattern and the trauma bond that you were stuck in so that you can be freed from the relationship and the abuse that goes with it. If this is a relationship that's romantic in nature and you have children with this person, no contact can be trickier, but there are often court liaisons or perhaps a friend is willing to be an intermediary between you two. The reason, though, that everyone recommends going no contact is because this is the only way to break the spell, so to speak. Narcissists create an atmosphere of drama and high emotionality, both good and bad. They are manipulative and abusive, bombarding the person with all manner of abusive and controlling tactics, such as gaslighting, love bombing, and everything in between, designed to maintain control over the person so that the narcissist can get their needs met. That's all they care about. A reasonable, quote, normal person cannot think in that situation. Going no contact creates the distance that's needed in order to see things clearly. Once all of that stops and the narcissist's siren song has been cut off and silenced, it's much easier to have a realistic perspective regarding what's happening. You can't observe the destruction a tornado has caused if you're inside of it. All you can do is hold on. You can only survey the damage later once you're out and the tornado has passed. Trust me on that one. As I said before, going no contact also helps to break the trauma bonds and the enmeshment patterns that victims of narcissistic abuse are stuck in. If you're bonded with someone through trauma, your body and mind have basically become addicted to the situation. You couldn't quit smoking cigarettes if you kept doing it right. You can't say you're quitting as you're lighting up a cigarette. You quit by quitting. It's the same thing. You break the trauma bond by stopping the trauma, which usually involves ending the relationship and staying away from that person. I'm not going to pretend that that's easy or that it's painless, but neither is the relationship. At least after breaking the trauma bond, you have freedom to look forward to instead of more trauma and a never-ending roller coaster of emotions and drama. If it's going to hurt either way, why not pick the one that at least has a good outcome in the long run? No contact gives you a chance to evaluate and reestablish your boundaries and work on separating yourself emotionally from the narcissist. You have spent so much time worrying about this person and carrying their emotional burdens that you might not even know what your needs are anymore or understand your own feelings. No one can be happy or healthy in that situation, regardless of why they are doing it. You were not put here just to be a slave to someone else's needs. It's time to let other people carry their own weight so that you can carry yours. No contact works to starve a narcissist's need for attention from you as well. They are addicted to the drama too, don't forget. They endlessly crave attention and support and admiration and anything else they can get. Even negative attention works fine for them, which is why they will provoke arguments and drag it on for hours. But nothing's ever enough, so they're chronically empty and miserable. You could never give them enough attention or love or affection or anything else to make things okay. This is hard for a lot of people to accept, so if you want to prove it to yourself, look at the situation that you're in. You have basically given up your entire life to make this person happy. You've given them absolutely everything. You've bent over backwards. You've made them the center of the universe. Did it work? Are they happy? No, right? They always need more and more and more. They laugh at what you've given them, or they deny it altogether. They spit on everything you've done and say it didn't matter, or that it wasn't good enough, or that you didn't mean it, or that it didn't happen, or whatever else. They delight in frustrating, upsetting, and manipulating people. What makes you think this is ever going to change? Especially since it never has. This is why no contact is recommended. Because if you stay in any type of relationship with a narcissist, that's all it's ever going to be. It's abusive, and even if you were willing to put up with abuse, are you willing to put up with pointless abuse? Abuse just for the sake of abuse? Because that's what it is. It's not leading to anything. You're not going to be rewarded for your patience and your suffering. It isn't going to end with the narcissist someday waking up to reality and the abuse was all worth it because now it's wonderful all the time. Even if the narcissist doesn't discard you, the best you can likely hope for is someone who eventually just ignores you instead of attacking you. It's not worth it. They have no capacity for or understanding of happiness. They don't have any capacity for or understanding of love. They don't understand or care about other people's feelings or needs, and there is nothing you can do or say to fix that. They are just not built that way. All you can do is get out of the situation before you lose your capacity for happiness too. A lot of people want to find a way around this, but there isn't one. There's no magic pill that will make them not abusive and not disordered anymore. It is what it is. There are people who have been in relationships with narcissists for 30 years, and it's still the same as it ever was. I receive messages and comments and things from people who are talking about their 90-year-old grandmother is a narcissist, still throwing tantrums and abusing people. It doesn't end. No contact allows you to put an end to the situation before any more damage to yourself is done. The relationship, and that's any kind of relationship, romantic, family, anything, with a narcissist is a lost cause because they don't even have the capacity to understand what the problem is. You are pouring your love and energy down a black hole, and you deserve more than that. Everybody does. I hope this clears a few things up for you. As always, I look forward to your comments, questions, and suggestions, so please keep those coming. You've been listening to the Meditations and More podcast brought to you by Little Shaman Healing. That's me, the Little Shaman. May the Great Spirit bless you and have a wonderful day.